Hi, hope all of you are okay. Today let's talk about uh, those people who are coming from Kenya to Qatar. When you reach in Qatar, you have 3 months for your sponsor to take you for the fingerprints and general medical. Okay, if nothing will happen in between these 3 months, then you need to notify your sponsor because he or she is making a mistake. Okay, more than 3 months without the medical, general medical, and fingerprints, it is illegal. You need to report that sponsor immediately. Most of you will fear to report the sponsor, though the sponsor will terminate me, but it is good if you will report him or her because it's going against the Qatar law. Okay, you are supposed to go for the general medical. You are supposed to have your Qatar ID. Yes, within 3 months. After 1 year, your ID should be renewed 3 months before the date or the month you came to Qatar. If you came to Qatar in April 2020, in April 2021, not April, in January 2021, your sponsor should renew your Qatar ID. Okay, you should renew your Qatar ID before 3 months. This is the law. Failure to this, you need to ask. So some companies here in Qatar, they normally give people IDs for 1 month. Mostly our ladies, they only receive the ID for 1 month. Okay, not 1 month, for 1 year. After that, the sponsor will never renew the ID. You will keep working, but you don't have ID. The problem comes when you want to go home. The sponsor will go and report that you are a runaway. When you are in the airport or when you are going, you will find that you have a case of runaway. Because the sponsor already knew that if you will go home and they notice that he did not apply ID for you for the time you have been in Qatar, there's some penalties that are supposed to come on the company or on you, but mostly the company. It's the company which Qatar law will, which Qatar will terminate their contract. Okay, they will not exit. So most of the companies, they do this. They bring workers from, I will say, from Africa. After, they will not renew their ID. They will wait until the ID expires, then they will not renew. Then it will be like, I will renew next time, I will renew. This one is wrong. He is going against the Qatar law. Okay, for such thing you need to report it immediately. Another thing happens when someone, you have finished 2 years, you want to go home. Your employer, he don't want to give you your service money. Okay, it is also wrong. You are entitled to that money. He or she is supposed to pay you 21 days times how much you are being paid per day. This is the money he's supposed to give you. And then if you are going for 56 days, he need also to do the same. If not give you this money, you are not supposed to sign anything or to do anything. You just don't sign anything and don't go home. Go to labor court and report the case. Labor court will follow up and you will receive your money. Okay, what we normally do, we feel like we fear that the company will do, they cannot do anything. No one will come to your accommodation and track you out. Not only if they had reported that you have a runaway case, which most companies, they are using that they will report runaway case. So when they want to send you back home, they start playing with you. They will tell you, you need to pay your ticket, you need to do this. It is not for you to pay the ticket, it is for them. And that one just starts the time from your ID is not renewed, or you don't have the ID, you did not go for fingerprints, and the time went. So he's trying all the means to get you out, whichever way he will use or she will use. So for such, you need to report these issues. When you go silent, you will not be helping yourself. An employer will ask you that you are finishing your contract in the next 3 months. I want you to add 2 more months so that I will pay you the money. No, don't accept that. You are committing a suicide, because once you add even 1 month, that means that you have started a new contract, and we're supposed to run for 24 months. Okay, once you have gone for two months, that is, you have just finished 2 months, you are remaining with 22 months. So the 22 months, he will tell you to go home, he will give you a return ticket. Go home, then he will give you a return ticket. So for you think that I will not go back because he told me to add, then I will go with another company. No, your visa will be still on, and you need to stay in Kenya for 2 years so that you will apply again to come to Qatar. Okay, so whenever such issue happens, you need to be clever. Just say no. And I keep on saying that if you are planning to go home on December, please, and your 2 years is finishing on December, you please resign with the company. Resign 3 months before. Give them the letter, remain with 1 letter. The letter is just to prove that you resign with them. So when they will give you ticket, they will give you only one-way ticket. One-way ticket, you are free to come back to Qatar. If you followed what I just told you, or if you followed what you heard someone telling you, okay? Don't even add 1 day, and you will come back Qatar in another company without any problems, okay? For those people who are planning to come to Qatar with the visit visa or freelance is very expensive. As I can tell you, it is very expensive. You'll use a lot of money to come here. Okay, if you have the money, you can still pay and come to Qatar. But for the freelance visa, you need to be renewing your ID. But if you find the sponsor, you will be doing that. For you will be only working, then the sponsor will be renewing your ID. But for the first time, you need to pay for the visa, you need to pay your ticket, you need to pay your quarantine, and you need to pay where you will stay after the quarantine. For the freelance visa, I had it is 7,500 QR Qatar Riyals. Some will go for 8,500, others will maybe 6,500. It depends. But for the ladies, it is always high. It goes for 10,000 Qatar Riyals, which is almost 280,000 Kenyan shillings. You haven't even added the air ticket to Qatar. Air ticket to Qatar is almost 60,000 or 58,000. If it is a group ticket, it is 48,000. Okay, that is a group ticket. So such, when for the quarantine now it is cheaper. It is 1,300 Qatar Riyals, 1,350 Qatar Riyals. So when you add up this one, it's almost giving you 300 and like 450,000 or 400,000. Okay, for the visit visa, it is cheaper, but it's also expensive because you're only coming for 3 months. So in the 3 months, you need to plan yourself well. For the visit visa, you can renew it 3 times. So meaning you can come 3 months, you come back, you go home, you come back after 3 months, then you come the third one, 3 months, which will make it 9. Then you need to exit. Okay, within the 3 months, if you get any job, within the 3 months, if you get a permanent visa or a working visa, you need to go back to your country, either Kenya. You need to go back to Kenya after you come back, because you cannot change the visit visa in Qatar while you are here. What you need to do is you need to exit after you come back to Qatar. Okay. And for the freelancer is always 5 years. Yeah, it is 5 years. Some are 2 years, but mostly 5 years. So for this one, there's no problem. And for the visit visa, in the airport, you are supposed to have a two-way ticket. If you choose Air Arabia, your return ticket should be also be Air Arabia. If it is Kenya Airways, it should be Kenya Airways. It is Qatar Airways, it should be that. Etihad, the same. Don't change. Don't take for Kenya Airways. After you go, you take for Etihad, because they will not accept that. In the airport, they will not accept that. I'm talking about JKA. I'm not talking about Hamad. I'm talking about JKA. So in the JKA, you need to have two-way ticket. Still the same. You need to have your valid good contact. You need to have your PCR. If you are vaccinated, you will not go for quarantine. Okay, and you need to have someone who will accommodate you here for the time you will be here before you get the new job. Okay, for the visit visa, it is less time. You need to plan this one very early. Like mostly this visit visa favors those people who have been in Qatar. Okay, the person understand Qatar in every corner. He will just go home, then he come back after 3 months. Maybe someone open a shop, he's selling goods in Qatar. So you just go home for 3 months. No, you come here for 3 months, you sell your goods. When they are about to finish, you go back. Okay, then you come back after after a month or 15 days, you come back again. Okay, as you continue the job, because you understand Qatar more. So I always advise those fresher who are coming to Qatar or who want to travel to Qatar. Please, first you come with the working visa. Come with the working visa, and then do yourself the assessment of Qatar. How is the living? How much I can earn? Which job is the best? After this, go back home, plan yourself. Then take even that visit visa, come back, or take that freelance visa, come back, because you understand already. You understand what are the documents you require while you are on a visit visa, or while you are on a freelancer, or when you are on a working visa. Okay, this is most what the Indians do. The Indians, what they do, they normally come with the 3-month business visa, and they will go to work. After that, they will go. Someone will come even with a diploma in electrical engineering, okay, or even a degree. And the person, because he's having papers, you cannot do anything. He was here before. He understands the system, okay. So once he comes with such papers, he is qualified. So I always urge we as Kenyans, let's just use this visit visa to check, or to, as in, it's like it's a pre-start. You want to access the area, you want to assess the risk, you want to assess the hazard, like this. After that, you go back, you plan yourself, you come back. Well, you know each corner, you know where you will go, and you get the job. Mostly for those people who have been in Qatar. For the newcomers, I'm not discouraging you or anything, but I'm just trying to tell you that first come and learn on how the environment is, how the workplace is. After that, after you have that knowledge, then go home. Come with the visit visa, okay, or come with the freelance visa. This will be okay. No one will be no one will, you won't even feel bad about the company, because you are here before. You checked, you did go to each company, or those people you are working with them, you used to talk how much you are being paid. So when you're going, you know that I'm coming back to this company. Okay, That is very good. And then when you are coming back like a freelance visa, make sure you have a course. You have a course and you have a valid certificate or a diploma, and it should be attested by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Qatar embassy. Okay, like this. And when you are going to Dubai, the same. Make sure it is attested by the Foreign Affairs and the Dubai embassy. Then everything will be okay. Okay, I think that's okay for now. Bye bye. Maybe, sorry to say this, but maybe I'll be going home. Maybe, but let's hope for the best. Maybe I'll be going home by next week. Yeah, things have just gone. Things have gone, blah, 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 but let's see.